Oh, okay. Maybe I was doing it wrong. Anyway, how y'all doing today? Here's your 12-volt battery. That's your 110 shore power over there on the breaker box that we went over earlier. So we're going to come inside and we're going to look at the electrical system. We have a 12-volt side and a 110 side. Okay. The refrigerator operates off gas or 110 because it has a 400-watt heat strip to heat up the ammonia. Okay, this is your 12-volt side with your 12-volt fuses. This is your main fuse. This is your reverse polarity fuse. This is your 110-volt side. Your main breaker, 30 amp. AC is 20. Microwave, 15. Converter that charges your battery and provides 12-volt power. Turns 110 volts into 12 volts. That's 15 amp. There's your street side and your curb side. The curb side is on your ground fault interface, which is also a thermal overload circuit that's in wet locations such as your kitchen, bathroom, outside outlet, the outlet behind your refrigerator. The outlet's up here by your bed, so in case there's any wetness up here on each side. And then the trick to this is it's a double fuse, because in case your ground gets interrupted, which happens quite a bit, to test it you push the button and then all those circuits go dead. They should be. Your refrigerator will not work if this button is pushed, even if you have 12-volt power only. So make sure to reset it by pushing it. Test it once a month. Make sure it works. Next thing for electrical safety is power strips. It's best to have power strips that can handle, I think this is 4,000 joules of power surge. I have my electric heater. You do not plug those into power strips. Direct into the outlet only. And you can see it's in the ground fault. No, that's in the curb side. Do not cover your cords for your heaters with any kind of dog bed, bedding material, anything, because the cord can get hot. Now here's a ground fault interface circuit, but when I was running the generator on the beach, look at what it did. The reason why it did that is because it was arcing back and forth from no ground. I didn't have a ground rod in on my generator like I should have. I didn't have my generator in a tent protecting it from the fog. So it was my own fault. But at least I learned my lesson. Of course, we all know about the electrical control center. Your test button where your battery condition is, and your holding tank 1, holding tank 2, fresh water, and all that. And then you go on the outside. Having fun, Lily? Me too. And then you make sure that when you do put your generator on, see it says ground right there. You want to put you a wire where my finger is, and you want to drive a stake into the ground that conducts electricity, like a copper rod, steel tent stake, anything. The bigger the better. You also want to hook it up to your ground terminal. See right here where my finger is? That's your ground terminal, see right there. So you can get your jumper cable and put a jumper cable here, jumper cable to your ground on your generator, and then a ground rod in the ground. And that'll eliminate the problems of not having a good common and a good ground to where it makes the hot side arc out. This is your refrigerator chimney. You need circulation through here. It comes out the top right here. So you want to make sure you got plenty of circulation I had mud dauber nest in there that could have caused it to overheat because it's an ammonia unit. You also have a ground fault circuit inside there. And of course, this is your water heater. It operates off a 12-volt igniter, and it has 12-volt valve that opens and closes the gas on and off. But that's for another story for a different day. As you notice, the stabilizers are metal. Your tires are rubber. Rubber's insulated, but the steel is not. So we always put wood or plastic underneath our levelers, so in case you get struck by lightning, it won't go to ground. And generators, of course, is a different story. I'm a little frazzled today because it was hard to get this going. And there is the heater. You have to make sure that has a good clear intake right here, and it puts exhaust out right there. Mud daubers get in there, you got problems again too. With no circulation, you got problems. Okay, so I guess that's about all for this one. Right, Lily? Is that all for this one? Are you done? Have anything to say? Okay. See y'all in the next video.